Hey everybody, it's Jeff again from jkstayinvegas, and 2024 is literally around the corner. Before we get started though, we want to say how incredibly grateful we are to all of you who have subscribed and are now part of our YouTube family. We're aiming at 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and we're so close. If you're enjoying our content, please consider subscribing. As we always say, it's free. You do not need a paid subscription to become a subscriber. Now, let's get into all the new things coming to Las Vegas in 2024. Well, just at the end here of 2023, it might as well be 2024. You saw it. Durango Casino in the southwest part of the Las Vegas Valley finally opened at the beginning of December after a little bit of a delay when they were supposed to open in November. We were there for the ribbon cutting ceremony and toured the new resort before the general public. We showed you each restaurant, the many pools, and so much more. If you want to see the full thorough video, check it out on our channel. Now, speaking of new hotel openings, the Fontainebleau just opened here in December with Justin Timberlake and Keith Urban there for a special VIP performance. Speaking of Mr. Justin Timberlake, yours truly almost ran into him on our first look video of the Fontainebleau. If you haven't checked out our video on the Fontainebleau opening, definitely check that out on our channel when you get a moment. Also coming on New Year's Eve at the Fontainebleau, Post Malone will reign in 2024 with a special New Year's Eve show. And speaking of the Fontainebleau, they are added to the list of hotels that they'll be shooting fireworks from on top of the hotel. That brings the number of hotels to 9 that will be doing fireworks, which we'll tell you about a little later in the video. Well, we've been following the construction of the new boulevard in the middle of the strip across the street from Aria and Vidara. It's called Boulevard, and that replaced the Hawaiian Marketplace. It is another shopping and entertainment complex that will have rooftop bars and a whole bunch of great stuff. On their sign outside, it says opening November 2024, but we've also heard 2025. So maybe that 2024 date will slip a little bit, but man, they are making some quick progress. So maybe they'll make it by this time next year. Another story that we told you about in a previous newscast, Mandalay Bay has announced that they will bring an adult-only miniature golf, Swingers Crazy Golf in 2024, replacing Light Nightclub that never reopened after the pandemic. According to their website, they serve craft cocktails served by caddies, a variety of street food, and DJs playing music every night. They made a very big deal about their expansions, with Vegas being their quote-unquote flagship location. We're still waiting for any updates because we want to go. As soon as we find out opening date, we'll tell you here on J&K Stay in Vegas. And we told you about this earlier. Atomic Golf, located at the Strad, was supposed to open up by the end of this year, 2023, but now it looks like it's going to be first quarter of 2024 per their website. It's going to include 12,000 square foot Astrocade. It will also span 7 acres, rise 4 stories, and host 103 separate hitting bays. This sounds like a great time, along with Top Golf on the other end of the strip, and now the northern end of the strip is going to have their premier golf entertainment destination. Now this sounds like a lot of fun. A new extremely fun hangout at the Luxor called Playground. This is a family friendly during the day, then adults only at night. You'll enter on a slide like the ones we used to use as a kid, and you'll feel like you've been dropped into a Wes Anderson meets Alice in Wonderland TV show. This has our name written all over it. This is going to open early 2024, and it's right in between the Mandalay Bay shops and the King Tut exhibition. Hey everybody, before we get on to our next story, please again hit that subscribe, thumbs up on this video if you find it useful and informative, and if you want to be alerted to every time we post a new video just like this or when we go live, make sure you turn on all those bell notifications. That way you do not miss anything from J&K Stay in Vegas. We always like a new restaurant that's opening, and Jose Andres will be opening up 2 new restaurants over at Caesar's Palace. Zatinya is planned for the Forum shops, with a second restaurant still nameless that's going to be coming to the shops at Crystals. So we're going to have to check that out, and we'll keep you updated on the second restaurant at the shops at Crystals. Over at Park MGM, Chef Roy Choi and filmmaker and actor Jon Favreau, who collaborated on the 2014 hit movie Chef, have just opened a food truck at Park MGM and is now a permanent dining experience at Park MGM, located just off to the side of the lobby inside Park MGM. Well, we told you a little bit about this new Bobby Flay restaurant in one of our previous newscasts, but now we have a little bit more information on Brasserie B at Caesar's Palace. This restaurant is inspired by the Parisian brasseries of the 30s and 40s. He's been quoted as saying, we're going to make the best French fries in Las Vegas. We'll see about that. They will start taking reservations beginning January 2024 for brunch, lunch, and dinner via Open Table. We always like to check out new restaurants, and we know you do too. If you're in town in January or next year sometime in 2024, check out Bobby Flay's new restaurant at Caesar's Palace. Well, coming in January of 2024, we've been following this. Blake Shelton's Old Red is still under construction, but they've made some serious progress, as you can see here. They've got some of the brick facade on the outside, and they even have that Old Red name right at the top of there. Now, next door at Bottle Blonde, which is going to be a very similar nightlife experience with rooftop bars and entertainment. Now, on their website, it used to say coming in 2024, but now it just says coming soon. We'll keep you updated to when this restaurant will open up next to Blake Shelton's Old Red. And at the Flamingo, the Neon Museum announced that they have plans to restore and relight 3 signs from the beloved historic 1967 pylon sign, making it look fresh and bringing back that part of old school Vegas. We did also mention last month's update about a second Gordon Ramsay burger, along with Lisa Vanderpump's new restaurant Pinky's. That will be coming to the Flamingo as well. Nice to see the Flamingo getting some new updates and bringing that retro feel back on the Strip. If you haven't seen our Walk with Jeff videos, definitely check those out on our channel. 30-minute walks to get your exercise on, or just sit back on the couch and leisurely watch Las Vegas go by. But anyway, in one of those videos, we captured the fountains at Caesar's Palace. Now, if you've known, these have been off since the pandemic, and Caesar's Palace actually spent a considerable amount of money, just under $1 million, in fact, to revive the fountains outside of Caesar's Palace. You can check these out here. Looks really good. They did this for F1, so they've been going on for about a month and a half now, all the way here to the end of 2023, and hopefully going on into 2024. Now, we've been chronologically documenting the teardown of F1 for the last few weeks, and speaking of which, the trees have returned to the Bellagio as of Friday, December 22nd, and we were down there to check it out, see what it looks like. All the trees are not there, and of course, these are not the original trees. You can see they're not as full, and there's a lot fewer of them. That used to be a place where the tree was, and now, weirdly, the trees are in the alcove where you would take a picture of the fountains. Weird. But at least the center part of the Bellagio Fountains does not have a tree there. I don't know if these are going to be the trees that are going to be sticking around. You're not going to be well protected from the sun. That was always a great area where you could get a little bit of relief from the heat. Now, as long as we're on the topic of F1, it will be returning this year. F1 has raised the prices for tickets and changed the way tickets are purchased. You have to do deposits now because I guess, you know, there was just such a high demand for F1 that they had to raise the prices. Hashtag sarcasm. And as you know, Super Bowl is coming in 2024. We have some bad news about the Bellagio Fountains. Speaking of which, CBS is going to do their entire broadcast in front of the Bellagio Fountains. I kid you not. So the fountains just opened on December 22nd, and then they're going to start doing construction January 3rd and 4th for the studio for CBS Sports. Sidewalk views of the Bellagio Fountains will no longer be viewable again until February 16th. We still don't know how long it's going to take this year for F1 to put up the grandstands. Let's hope we get 2, 3, 4 months of the Bellagio Fountains. And also, the other thing, the Volcano at the Mirage. Now, we know the Mirage days are numbered. Hard Rock is going to be taking over. Paramount is going to be doing Paramount Mountain on top of the Volcano. I kid you not. I can't make this stuff up. It will be called Paramount Plus Lodge. This is like a 4-story thing. I don't know how they're going to build it in a month. This is what it's about. It's simulated gondola journeys, providing fan interactions from Paramount franchises as Transformers, Yellowstone, Star Trek, Dora the Explorer, blah, 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 blah. The event spans for 4 days, starting on February 8th and concluding Sunday after the Super Bowl game. Wow. Now check out this footage that I just shot the other night. They're doing preparations for New Year's Eve outside of the Mirage. Now they usually do this every year, but it really, they're putting up stands in the water again, but this is a usual thing. It's just frustrating to see more of this going into the front of the Mirage. Hard Rock is coming, so this volcano isn't going to last much longer anyway. Next up to Area 15 is finally getting an expansion. An alternate groundbreaking ceremony took place on Wednesday morning, December 20th at Area 15 for the expansion of the popular New Age Mall that will cover an area of 20 acres and include 110,000 square foot addition. According to the press release, the expansion of the project will include immersive experiences, curated retail, unique entertainment, and adventurous food and beverage destinations. Additionally, a Universal Horror attraction and cannabis lounge are already in the works. The Universal Horror attraction is set to be permanent immersive experience in Las Vegas. There's a new attraction and hotspot that's going to be coming to Fremont Street in downtown Las Vegas. It's going to be called Crash and Burn, opening up spring of 2024. It's going to have top-notch drinks, dining, lively nights, DJs, all that fun stuff. Breathtaking views of Fremont Street from an expansive 100-foot patio. They're going to have some classics like, have you ever heard of this? Duck pin bowling? Go YouTube that. It's quite wild. They're going to have classic arcade games, an array of outdoor lawn games, and remember, winners get the honor of treating the next round. So we look forward to checking out Crash and Burn when it opens spring 2024. Now, we always like to give you a little concert section for all our news updates, and our 2024 preview is no different. But keep in mind, though, there are a lot of announcements that are made throughout the year. But from what we know right now, I'm just going to throw everything at the wall so I can tell you about just a little bit of everything coming here in 2024. David Blaine is moving from Resorts World over to the Wynn next year. Madonna is coming here in March. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band will perform at T-Mobile Arena on Friday, March 22nd, marking their first appearance in the city in over 20 years. Tickets are on sale now, so you got to go and see the boss live in Las Vegas. Also, REO Speedwagon has confirmed a new Las Vegas residency at the Venetian Theater. The band will perform their entire 1981 High Infidelity from beginning to end, and a second set of hits and fan favorites. Again, this will be over at the Venetian Theater for 6 nights throughout the year. Now, our lovely Sphere that we've been telling you about and you know about is having some rumors happening. Dana White UFC? Maybe. Harry Styles? Maybe. Rumors of Beyonce? Maybe. So we'll have to keep you informed on what's happening at the Sphere for live entertainment and live events. And did you know the Rolling Stones are back on tour? Yes, they will make an appearance here in Vegas on May 11th, 2024. And did you also know they're the longest lived rock and roll band? Yep, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards are still thriving. They celebrated their 80th birthdays this year, and Ron Wood is still a young 75, which brings me the ticket information. AARP, let me say that again. AARP is a sponsor for this concert. Yes, you heard me right. This makes perfect sense, especially if you're a member. You could be a part of the special pre-sale that's going on now. You can find the info, I kid you not again, directly on the AARP website. Well, if you're watching this video in the end of December 2023, New Year's Eve fireworks are going to be going off in Las Vegas as they normally have, with one new addition, as we kind of hinted at before. Fireworks will be taking off from MGM Grand, Aria, Planet Hollywood, Caesars Palace, Treasure Island, the Venetian, Resorts World, the Strat, and now Fontainebleau, Las Vegas. Of course, downtown, the Plaza has their own fireworks as well. And as you know, J&K are always live streaming on New Year's Eve, so stay tuned to our channel. And hey, if you're watching this in the future, in 2024 and beyond, you should definitely check out those New Year's Eve fireworks on our channel. Woo, that was jam-packed. 2024 is going to be a crazy year. It seems like every year we say that, but especially 2024 with the Super Bowl and F1 coming back and all that stuff. We've got so much happening here in Vegas, and you definitely want to stay tuned to J&K Stay in Vegas. We're your Las Vegas locals, giving you all the up-to-date information. And again, if you like this video and you like what the stuff we got on our channel, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe to J&K Stay in Vegas. Take it one step further and turn on all those bell notifications that alert you to every time we post a new video just like this, or when we go live like we do every Saturday night. Until the next one, stay safe and stay silly. Bye-bye, everybody.